Welcome to the another episode of Abstract Thesis series. In this series, we are digging deep into the Power BI concepts. If you have not subscribed, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notification for our new video. So welcome to another video of Abstract Thesis. We are discussing here Power BI admin, and we have told you about Power BI admin. How can you find out your tenant? Now, Power BI need to be managed, and there are quite a few roles which play different role in it. And there is an article from Microsoft around it. We'll just go ahead and look at that article and try to understand what all things we have under here. So Power BI administration, first of all, where do I have the Power BI admin role or not? So Power BI admin role, if you have, you will be able to find it here in the settings. If you have admin portal, it means you have a Power BI admin role and you can control tenant settings, the premium per user settings, and capacity settings and organization visuals, Azure connection, workspaces, and all those things which you can actually go ahead and control. So these are under the Power BI. But what are the different roles related to Power BI and where are those? So what are these roles and how to assign these roles to anyone? There are a couple of links here which you can open and try out. So one of the type of the role is global admin, and this global admin is coming from to you from Microsoft 365 or Office 365 admin. So you have unlimited access to manage all the features in the organization, and you can assign the roles to another user. So if you have the global admin in the Microsoft 365, you can do this. If you're a billing admin, then you can manage the subscription and purchase the license. So if you want to purchase the license and you say which role I should have, you should have a billing admin. And how to assign billing admin, you can go ahead and check it out here. So there is a link. I'll try to give this link into the video so that you can go ahead. The license admin, again, assign and remove licensing. So if you don't want to manage these other subscription, just want to manage assigning the licenses to be managed by someone else, you have a license admin. Now there is a user admin. Again, this is a Microsoft 365 role. Create and manage user and user groups and reset the passwords. Okay, so this person can create groups. Now in a bigger organization, you can have many persons which are having different responsibility, and user creation could be responsibility of someone, and or it could be automated with your user creation in your organization. You might want to 365 user creation also and license assignment also. This could be something which you want as your organization. So you have different admins, to those processes. You can use different user admin logins where it can be done. Now Power Platform. Now there are certain things like including your security labels, and that all those things will have a role from Power Platform, and you need to have there is a security admin access which is also needed, but Power Platform is also one access which you needed. Now it is going to full access to Power BI management task, enable and disable Power BI features, report users and the performance, review and manage and auditing. These things you will be able to do with Power Platform admin. Now, if you're a Power BI admin, which you see I am, and that's what here I am, and I have full access to the Power BI management task, enable, disable Power BI features, report the users and performance report. I will be able to see the users and performance report, review and manage auditing. I can do. Now, if Power BI premium capacity admin, if you're buying the premium capacity, there is a separate admin responsibility for this, and what it can do, assign the workspace and the capacity, because you need someone to manage the capacity there. So there is a separate admin for that. Manage the user permission to the capacity, manage workload configuration and memory uses, and restart capability of the admin. Now Power BI embedded capacity. Now there is something known as embedded capacity, where what happens, you actually can create embedded analytics. Now if you specifically, some of you might have tried out using Power BI service. We have a embed code, but that embed code is not secure, because when you pass the things from the URL, everything is visible, like something you want to pass. So I cannot have a RLS done in that case, or an RLS is only limited to the user which I'm using. But in case of Power BI embedding, if you are using, you will be able to control RLS the way you want. So you can decide which user is logging in. So your login sync up can be done in the Power BI embedded. And definitely if you are doing Power BI embedded, then you need an admin, and then that's where assign the workspace capacity. Again, you require a workspace capacity, manage permission to the capacity, manage workload and configuration, and restart the capacity. these are the roles which are now administrative task and tool, mostly which you work on the Power BI admin and portal. What task you can do, typical tasks which are there, the Power BI admin portal, which I have shown you the access is: acquire the work with the premium capacity, ensure the quality of service, manage workspace, publish Power BI visual, verify the code to embed on Power BI application. Because this is a very powerful stuff where you can go ahead and publish it to web, and you might end up publishing your data to the company data, which is maybe something which should not be shared with other public. So these things Power BI admin need to take care. Troubleshooting the data access other. Now Microsoft 365 admin center, you can manage the users group, purchase, licensing, block, accessing Power BI. So if you can right click here and open, like in my case it's going to open, and I'm not going to jump out there, but I can go there in the admin office center, and you can see this office icon. I can assign the user, I can create new users, and all those things I can do there. Now there is a compliance center where you will be security compliance, your privacy label, and all those you can do that there. Okay, review and manage auditing, data classification tracking. So data is which sensitivity label you want, loss, data prevention, information governance, all can be done from this security and compliance. It's very important role. Now sometimes the security and compliance, if it doesn't have the link in the admin center below, when you scroll down below, you will have that link for that. If you don't have the directory, kindly I'm going to give you this link where you have all the things available. Azure Active Directory and Azure Portal, configure the and condition access to the Power BI resources, provision the embedded capacity. For that you need Azure Active Directory and Azure Portal access, because if you wanted to have a capacity in the embedding, then you need to have that role. Now Power BI commandlet is another important, and we'll try to cover up sometime that one also. Now for that you need to make sure that your admin role is properly configured, and whatever command. So there are admin things and there are non-admin things which you can do. But this is you can do automation using it, and you can run certain commands and can do it. So this is there. And then there are Power ABI and SDK, which you can go and explore. You can build custom tools, custom admin tools around it, and that can be done. So that can be another way of automating or creating your own stuff around that. So these are the various stuff which is there, and Power BI administration is very important. And what we will do in some other video, will go into the details of here, like you have lot many things out here in the Power BI administration. Every single thing you can control what is happening on Power BI service. So we have to go ahead and explore these. So we'll cover that in some other video. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you. Keep watching, keep asking questions in comments, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notification for new videos. Thank you.